Hi, this is Heather from A More Crafty Life. Today I'm going to show you how to do the spiked sedge stitch. This is a variation of the easy sedge stitch, which is a combination of single, half double crochet, and double crochet in one stitch, which is then repeated for a row. For this example, I'm going to show you how with a E 3.5 millimeter crochet hook and Kobo Lion Brand yarn. It's a mix of cotton and bamboo. So for this stitch, you need a multiple of 3 plus 2. So I'm going to show you 18 plus 2, which is 20. So the first thing you need to do is crochet a multiple of 3 plus 20. In this example, like I said, I'm going to use 3 plus 2. I'm going to do 20. Okay, so for this stitch, you need to use a multiple of 3 plus 2. So for this, I'm going to do 20, multiple of 3, 18 plus 2. So first, you're going to chain 20. This yarn is pretty easy to work with. It does split a little bit sometimes, like most common to a cotton yarn, but it's pretty easy to work with and take your stitches back out if you need to frog it. Okay, so I chained 20 and now I'm going to single crochet in the second chain from the hook. So 1, 2, here's where I'm going to make my first single crochet, and in this pattern you do a row of single crochet first before you start the sedge stitch. So I'm going to do a row of single crochet. I'm going to repeat that across. And the spiked crochet sedge stitch is just a variation on the regular sedge stitch. So if you've done the sedge stitch, which is an easy single crochet, half double crochet, and a double crochet all in one stitch, the spiked stitch is just a variation. You do the double crochet 2 rows below where you would normally put the stitch. So that's what I will show you where it goes. So you just continue with your single crochet, and you can see here kind of what I mean about where it kind of splits sometimes. I'm not going to really worry about that right now. Okay, so I'm getting close to the end. You're going to chain 1 and turn your work. So here's my last single crochet. I'm going to chain 1 and turn my work. Okay, so you have a row of single crochet. Now is where you're going to start the sedge stitch. So you are going to single crochet, half double crochet, and do a double crochet all in the very first stitch. So the chain 1 does not count as a stitch. You start in the very first one. Then you're going to skip two stitches, and you're going to do the same thing in the third. You're going to single crochet, half double crochet, followed by a double crochet. You kind of get these little wedge shapes. Then you're going to skip 2, single crochet, half double crochet, and a double crochet, all in the same stitch. Okay, then you are going to skip 2 and repeat. Single crochet, half double crochet, double crochet, all in the same stitch. Oops. Okay, skip 2 and repeat to the end of the row. On your last skip 2, then the third stitch is going to be a single crochet. So you're going to always end your row with 1 single crochet in the last stitch. So it makes it easy to follow. Okay, so here I am at the end. There's my last 2. And then this is the third stitch following it, and that's where my single crochet stitch goes. So far, this is what you have. And then if you were doing the sedge stitch, you would just keep repeating this. You would chain 1, and then you would start over. So chain 1, and in the first stitch, you're going to do a single crochet and a half double. Now, if you're going to do the regular sedge stitch, you would go ahead and do the double crochet in this stitch and just keep repeating it. You would do the single crochet, half double, double crochet in each one of the single crochets until you got to the end of the row. But since we're doing the spiked one, you're going to put your stitch, your double crochet, you're going to yarn over, and then you're going to find the single crochet down here, and that's where you're going to do your double crochet, 2 rows below. So not in this row, but not at the top of this row, but down here below it. So it's kind of next to it. So here's the next single crochet where you're going to put 1 single crochet, 1 half double crochet, and then your double crochet is going to go in this stitch right here. And that's what gives you what's called the spike. So then you skip over to the next single crochet, you do 1 single crochet, 1 half double, and then the double is in this stitch right here, 2 rows below. And as long as you get it in the same place every time, it's not real important exactly where you have it. It's just to give you the spike effect where it kind of crosses over to give you a little bit more texture. And I like to have texture in my blankets and try new stitches so I don't get bored. Okay, so you have a single, a half double, and then your double crochet, you yarn over, you insert your hook, and then you finish your double crochet. Then skip to your next single crochet, do 1 single, 1 half double crochet, and then 1 double crochet below, the second row below. And then your last stitch is going to go in the last single crochet of the row before. Then you're going to chain 1 and you're going to do the same thing over and see how it kind of makes this spike, this kind of spike stitch here, the stitch that goes down. That's the difference between the sedge stitch and the spike stitch. I hope you enjoyed this pattern, and you can find the written pattern on my blog, More Crafty Life. Thanks for watching.